Good on, strangers. I am Kevin Miller. Welcome to Cinefellas. And we are currently in October, which means we are reviewing everything and everything to do with horror from the past, the present. But today, I am going to be talking about The Strangers, Part 2. Before I get into my thoughts, let's take a look at a clip. All right, so this film picks up right where the last one left off. We have Maya, played by Madeline Petch again, in a hospital bed as a survivor of the events of the first film. And in this hospital, it's pretty vacant of staff and other patients, which I thought was pretty funny. She is the survivor, as I said, of the last film, where her boyfriend and countless others had their lives taken by those three masked strangers, who once again are chasing her. The film is directed by Randy Harlan again. This is the second part in his three-part trilogy for this story, and where the first film acted as a kind of a reboot remake of the original 2008 film. Now Harlan has the opportunity to extend the story however he sees fit. And how is that story? Okay, so this is basically one big chase sequence, not it's not one take, but for the majority of this thing, Maya is running for her life throughout different scenarios in the hospital, in the woods, in houses. She even goes back to where everything started. On top of that, we have Harlan basically expanding these characters in the masks. Now, if you are a fan of the 2008 version where you really didn't know that much about the characters, the killers, don't even bother with this film because this is where Harlan kind of makes his mark. He peeks into the life of one specific killer, I won't say who. And, this is just a really, it's a B-level horror movie with a budget. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but you know what? I enjoyed it. I had a good time watching this. Madeline Petch, who also executive produced this thing, I thought she was a great final girl. She is scared. She cries a lot. I mean, this girl cries a lot in this film, and she keeps up with the physical aspect of the character because, as I said, she's getting chased and it's not a straight line of being chased. She trips, she falls, she has to like climb out windows, etc. You get what I'm saying. The point is, Madeline Petch, I thought was a very good final girl, and I thought she was a pretty good executive producer because this film looks beautiful. Yeah, it's a little commercial, but I like the production of this thing. Now, since this thing is PG-13, there is no gore. There's blood, but there's nothing like what you would see in a rated R film. But you know what? Harlan puts a little of his directorial traits in here. There is one shot that is kind of a long take in the beginning of the film in the hospital. I kind of liked it. I thought it was really cool. And it kind of balances out some of the other questionable things that happen in this thing, specifically with a wild animal. I will not spoil what wild animal, but that wild animal was kind of shoddily animated, though the sequence was decent. It reminded me of a certain 2015 Leonardo DiCaprio film. And once again, Madeline Petch sells that. She is attacked by this thing, and I thought she sold that despite the animated animal looking a little shoddy. I am an apologist for this film. I am. Again, I think this is just something that you could put on one night with your friends, like maybe I think 13-year-old girls would find this pretty scary, and maybe you would put this on at a Halloween party. Maybe you would put this on and just mute it and have it just playing as music is playing. If you see the critic score and the audience score, they're pretty well matched. This film is not being well received. But I've seen a lot worse for horror films, and but I'm sure I will see other films in this 31 Days of Horror that will be better. But again, I had a fun time with this movie. I know I am the lone wolf probably. I don't know if the guys have seen it, but they will probably disagree with me about this one. But I had a good time, and with that, I'm going to give this one 3 out of 5 Madeline Petch hairpieces. Do you disagree with me? Are you sitting there and saying, what the hell is wrong with you, Kev? How can you like this movie? It's awful. Or are you one of the minor ones like me who like, oh my God, there's a guy out there who likes this film. I thought I was the only one. That's how I feel because everyone I've talked to, even the person I went to see this with, didn't really care for this film. Let me know at the website. We're on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram. We're everywhere. Come back. I know Logan, Henry, and the other guys are doing their own videos for 31 Days of Horror. I will be back with a film I saw last year called Stop Motion. I wanted to talk about it last year, but I didn't have the time. And by the time I wanted to do the review, 31 Days of Horror last year was concluded. But I will be talking about that one. It's a great film. More on that next time. Also, my Smile 2 review is coming down the pipeline, so look out for that. And as we say in this website, I am Kevin Muller, and cheers.